Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM20 story, The Head Coach with me, Daniel. There's no time for any formalities today. There are 3 big games to come. We've got a deciding Europa League quarter-final second leg against Valencia, the favourites for the tournament, the tie yet again on a knife edge. A trip to Wembley for the FA Cup semi-final against Manchester United, a team that already knocked us out of the Carabao Cup on penalties. And then a home game in the Premier League against Manchester City. If they win their game in hand, just 3 points separate us. And if Manchester City win it, the title race is back on. So a massive episode of games. If you are looking forward to it, please do put a thumbs up on the video. You can click in the eye above to catch up with the journey at Chelsea this season so far. And subscribe down below for daily FM20 content, as well as weekly live streams and much, much more. But let me very quickly show you the schedule for the couple of games we've had off camera. You're with me, of course, for the Benfica and Bournemouth games, as we got through in 2 competitions on that occasion, which has led to this wonderful outing today. We then drew 1-1 away at Bournemouth, a fantastic goal from Francisco Ortega late on, keeping us in charge of the title race. A brilliant strike in a rotated side due to fatigue all over the place, playing on a Tuesday night, 2 days after the international matches finished. And Ortega saved the day. At home to West Ham, a 3-0 win. Another unlikely hero this time, Robson Ramos off the bench with a brace. And then a 1-1 draw at Valencia, a 95th minute equaliser from Zdeněk Gross. A brilliant bullet header from a corner, and it is the reason we are probably favourites going into this one. And we followed it up with a 2-0 win against former club Burnley. Mila and Fati in a comfortable performance. We got to rest people and we got to rotate even more in the second half. So at home to Valencia today, just Achraf Hakimi missing. Unfortunately, Mazzino not quite fit, and Serrano, after playing his first game back from injury, not quite fully fit for this game. But they could all feature at the weekend. So let's go and get into the first of today's game for our first ever triple header on the channel. United have pushed themselves out of the title race. As you've seen, they're now 8 points off with 5 to go. It's never going to happen. But let's be honest, this is the big one. The Europa League, probably our best chance at a trophy, even still now. And we're very slight favourites after that 1-1 draw. So this is the 11 we've gone for. We've got DJ Akobe in goal. Henderson still covering at right back. Mazzino not quite match fit. Serrano just not quite recovered from that first game back. Al Jahani and Abdullah at centre halves, with Ortega at left back, has now become first choice essentially. In midfield it's Angerin and Harper. Antonio in for the Europa League as normal. He's got Mendes and Fati either side of him. And Zdeněk Gross on his own up front. Game changers on the bench if we need them. Many who will start in the FA Cup at the weekend. So let's see if we can get off to a flyer. 4-2-3-1 for Valencia as well. Ledesma up front has scored goals in the past. Teco on the right was brilliant in the first leg. But everyone else is manageable. They've got Nygaard in goal, who made a few good saves in that game. But we're going to ask the lads to prove a point. And back at home now, we were playing a bit more conservatively away from home. We're not going to do that here. We are going to get on the front foot and hope we can cause pain for Valencia. Tottenham are featuring one of the other quarterfinals at Stuttgart, so hopefully they don't get through because we've had a poor record against them and we'd like to win this competition. As Al Jahani picks it up early on, finds Zdeněk Gross, holds it up and looks for Henderson on the overlap. Chance to cross, Antonio's there! Oh, it's in eventually! Hits the post and dribbles across the line. It was agonising, but eventually it drops in. And after that goal at home to Leicester and off the bench a few days ago, it is now Luis Antonio's first European goal for the club. And what an important one it could be. Again, like Benfica, doesn't really change the tie, just means we don't go out with the away goal. However, we would like to get a second here as Teco picks it up. He goes back to midfield and they're playing it around nicely here. Valencia, a very competent side in possession, still top of La Liga, and they've got it out to left back to Sonogo. More along down the left. Henderson loses out in a challenge. Marilla's got to the byline. There's 4 in the middle. Marilla delivers. Teco's there. And finally it's away. Ortega and Fati combine. And it goes back to Mora on halfway. Out to Sonogo. The danger's not gone. Back inside, Luis Antonio nicks it. The goal scorer's on fire. And Mendes and Henderson combining. We just need to get rid of it. And he does. He does better than that. It's over the top to Gross. And he should have scored, really. It's saved by Nygaard. It's behind for a corner. Well, it's certainly gone a bit quieter now. 1-0 at half-time, no further highlights, and we're going to get the lads to prove a point because we need to make sure we stay in this. 1 Valencia goal and we've got extra time, and that is the worst case scenario tonight. It would almost be better to go out in 90. It's Harper who picks it up in the middle to Ortega. Back into Harper again. Can we get that second? Harper, you're getting caught there. You've got to be quicker. Finds Fathy on the left. Harper's inside him again, but he goes back to Abdullah and he finds Al Jahani. No real rush to get forward here, but we've scored a few goals like this year, and we'd like this to lead to another. Harper again picks it up. Through ball to Gross. There's the change in tempo, and there's the second goal. Zenet Gross from a brilliant Harper ball over the top, sliced the defence open, and Chelsea should be in a semi-final here. This is looking very good for us, and we can start, if we get a third, to think about changes. As Andrew picks it up for Mendes, lovely turn, beats two, delivers to Fatty. At the back post, he's got three in the middle, goes inside one, falls for Gross, his shot's blocked. And it's away to Ledesma who can counter. And from being 3-0, it could have been 2-1 here, as Marilla's coming forward on the left side. He's got an overlapping fullback in Sonogo. Sonogo can cross. He's got one inside him. Goes to Teco, headed away Ortega. Andrew flicks on, and eventually it's cleared. Still 2-0, but Gross had a great chance to make it 3. And we've got a throw-in on the right again. The hour mark is almost here. Henderson picks it up to Andrew. 4 in the middle, delivers to the front post, headed away as far as Harper. He finds Fathy, he's got an overlap from Ortega. Harper finds him. Ortega into the box. 5 in the middle if he can get there. But his cross is blocked, it falls for Fathy. Harper delivers, Sonogo heads clear, and now the midfield has disappeared. And this is where we need to worry. Ledesma picks it up. 4 up there, 5 up for Valencia. Ortega gets a great tackle in. Fathy defending, can't stop the cross. Abdullah heads away, Ledesma's there. What a game of football this is turning into. Peluso picks it up. And I tell you what, Valencia playing good football. And they're in with Marilla. And they've scored with Marilla. It is 2-1. And now one more goal. And that means Valencia would be through on away goals. And from being in complete control of this tie, it is now squeaky bum time. We have got to be very, very careful. 2 substitutions to be made here. Fathy's had a poor game on the left. Rashford on for him. Yepes for Andrin in the middle, who hasn't been great either. And Vinagre will come on at left wing back. 3 subs made, and now we need to hold on. We've played our cards. Rashford delivers to the back post. Mendes there. Heads just over. We need a third. We desperately need it, because this is getting too tight to call. Do we stick or twist? We can go defensive and invite pressure, but I don't like our chances, as Harper's been caught in possession again there. Vinagre finds Antonio, beats one man, obviously started all this off. His early goal got us in charge, as Rashford goes back to Harper again. Through ball to Vinagre, 4 in the middle, can he deliver? Back to Rashford, into Gross, can turn and shoot, goes to Yepes, and he's wrapped up the tie for sure. 3-1 Chelsea, a brilliant strike. We're not going to drop the mentality, but we are going to drop the wing backs to defend, and Harper to defend, and Mendes to support. And we just want to make sure we've got a solid shape to build on, as we try and keep control of this tie. Chelsea 3, Valencia 1, and surely that's the first of 3 jobs done well. It is full time. Chelsea are in the semi-final of the Europa League. A brilliant performance, and we just wait to see if it will be Aberdeen or their opponents we face. But we've got more pressing concerns now. Manchester United, the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley, just 3 days away. Game number 2, the FA Cup semi-final, and we have made a couple of big calls. It's first v second of the Premier League, albeit Manchester United, a slightly false position with the 2 extra games played. But this is an absolutely crucial one. We're on course in the Europa League. We've drawn Sevilla in the semi-final, which in theory should be an easier game than Valencia, because if we go and have a look at the Spanish First Division, you will notice that Valencia are still top, and Sevilla are down in 6th, 23 points behind them. So if we can beat Valencia over 2 legs, we should beat Sevilla. But of course, in the Europa League, even in real life, they've been specialists in the past. And we have made some big calls on the tactics screen as well. We have brought Mazzino back in at right back, rotated the fullbacks, Vinagre in 2. Yepes in, but for Angerin rather than Antonio. Angerin's been in really poor form recently, so I've just dropped him out for a game. And Mendes likewise, so Serrano, his second game back from injury, is an FA Cup semi. Into the second game we go, plenty of changes made. Just 1 game from facing Manchester City in the final. And it's a 4-2-3-1 to match us up again. Capelli, Havertz and Paredes, that is the 3-man spine in the attacking area of the team that has caused us such great problem. It's going to be a difficult test for us, but we nonetheless feel we're prepared. So we're going to ask the lads to give it for the fans. Manchester United play Wednesday night as well, so no real advantage for them rest-wise. And we've just got to hope that we're the better team. We're going to go positive to start with. We'll drop back if we need to. And early on, it's Manchester United with a throw on the front foot. Landu with a throw on the right to Havertz. Two men closing him down, but he finds Borges. I mean, we've parted like the Red Sea there. Thankfully, the shot goes wide. But where on earth was the defence? A worrying sign. United completely dominant on the stats. And we're going to have to drop to balance because we're getting completely outclassed. What on earth is going on here? We're going to demand a bit more. 20 minutes gone. We need some chances though. Where on earth is the quality? 5 minutes to the break. The stats have not changed. We've got a lot of thinking to do, but it might be too late as Paredes is in. It's a stupid tackle. What are you doing? Who on earth did that? Who made that tackle? Al Jahani, the skipper. What on earth are you doing there? He was flying in from miles out. I thought it was the 15, Mazzino, but apparently not. Havertz will take it. DJ Akobe can't be the hero, and this is exactly what we've deserved for a terrible first half performance. What a pathetic display in one of the biggest games of the season. And Manchester United look set to knock us out of the second domestic cup in a season. It's 1-0 at half time. They're dominant in the stats. So we're going to ask the lads to do it for the fans. In fact, we're not. We're going to get aggressive. Show something else. What on earth's wrong with you? A terrible performance. There's no heart. There's no fight. Nearly an hour gone. We're going to have to make changes. Serrano will be replaced by Mila. Let's go big. Antonio will be replaced by Angerin. And we'll leave those two for 5 more minutes. And although some people are fired up, they're not responding. So Yepes will come off. Angerin drops back. Gross drops back. Mila goes up front. And over to the right is Alfredo Mendes. 22 minutes remaining. And we've got a free kick with Abdullah. Into Al Jahani. Abdullah again. We need an equaliser quick because, to be honest, there's no confidence, there's no quality. But Angerin finds Mendes, the substitute. Chance to go forward with it. Beats one man, but then gets challenged. Gross picks it up again, though. Overlap on the right, but he finds Mila. Back to Mendes. Oh, what a goal, Alfredo Mendes. From absolutely nowhere. And he has got us back on terms. And we're going to do similar to last time. We're going to drop the fullbacks to defensive duties, which they prefer generally anyway. Angerin to a support duty. And we'll try and leave it at that, but stay on positive. Because it has been a really good response after the substitutions. And after just a minute, Alfredo Mendes has made himself a hero. And it's Manchester United with a throw on the left. Just 7 minutes plus stoppage time. It's Yuxel Mustafa. Crosses the ball. Oh, no, 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 no. You've got to rule that out. What on earth has happened to Al Jahani today? He's missed the header there. Thankfully, it is ruled out. But what on earth's happened to him? He's been absolutely terrible. No wonder he looks nervous. We're going to ask for some passion. They're all fired up. And we need a response. Because again, we're heading for extra time. But Manchester United want to change that. Cancilla on the left-hand side to cross. Al Jahani again out of position. It's into the box and headed in. I think that's offside as well, you know. But where on earth is Al Jahani going? And how on earth has he got a 7 out of 10 so far? It has not been a good performance. United by far the better side. A fourth sub as we go into stoppage time. Or extra time, sorry. It's going to be Mazzino. He only had 75 minutes in the tank. So I'm going to have to take him now. Henderson will come on at right back. Not the best sub in the world, I know. But it's better than going down to 10. Into extra time we go. And it's United with a corner. Juninho puts it in. Good goalkeeping by the Italian. DJ Akobe claims it, takes everyone and holds it. And then rolls out quickly. Good distribution to Fathi. Over halfway with no pressure on him. He's got one up with Mila. One in the box if he can find him. Mila going alone. Crosses for Gross. Headed away to Angerin. Back to Harper. 25 yards out. Goes left to Vinagre. Not the most orthodox choice, but it's effective. And Harper second time to Mendes. His shot straight into the arms of Rue. Another good one wasted. And it's a free kick for Mendes again. We have been brilliant in extra time. And Harper puts it in. And the offside flag stays down. Alfredo Mendes, a goal and assist. That is what we needed off the bench. And Harper has got a brilliant goal. He has been fantastic all season. And I don't know if he'll last this last 20 minutes. Just 5 minutes remaining plus stoppage time. And we have to go to time wasting. We have to. We'll drop the defensive and attacking lines. And we'll just try and hold on for 4 minutes. But it's United with a corner. Al Jahani heads away, only as far as Landu. And there's 2 or 3 United players spare. We've got everyone behind the ball. Kane picks it up, the youngster. Out to Red Pedri. Delivers to Cancilla. Oh, it's a great goal. I mean, you hate to lose these games like this. But that is a great goal. And it is deserving of getting United a penalty shootout. And we've already been here once this season. We know what happens when Manchester United get to penalties. They win. And that's going to be our biggest problem. The left winger scores a goal. Henderson should have probably done better marking him. And it's going to be penalty kicks. Manchester United and Chelsea draw 2-2. And now we've got to go through penalties again. We've done it already against this lot this season. It didn't end well. What on earth is going to happen this time? Penalty kicks separate us and the FA Cup final. Fatty will step up first, right-footed, and it's saved. I mean, what an awful start. The only man with a decent rating, and he's put it straight at the keeper. It's the perfect height, it's the perfect pace. It is a pathetic effort. Havertz for United, and that's emphatic. With pace, with power to the bottom corner. No stopping those. And now Mendes, the man who's got us here. If it's 2-0, it's probably tie over. Has to score, does score. Sends the keeper the wrong way, gives him the eyes, and keeps us in the shootout. Pedri set up the equaliser. It was a brilliant crossfield ball. And we need him to be a bit wayward this time. Kobe can't get there. Again, bottom corner for United. Something that unfortunately Ansu Fati hasn't managed to do. And now Ruben Vinagre has to keep us in it. I hate that. Steps up confidently. But he was right too. It's a brilliant strike. Pace, power, corner. Everything we needed. Cancilla, the man who got Manchester United here. Up against the Italian. The Italian can't save. And United lead 3-2. Zdeněk Gross is next. A crucial penalty. He's had a terrible game. He's been the worst player on the pitch. But he has to score. Gross doesn't score. Passes it down the middle. Gave the keeper the eyes. And the keeper stood there and picked it up. And now Manchester United, for the second time this season, will beat Chelsea in a domestic cup on a penalty shootout. It is Manchester United who will go to the FA Cup final. We don't even need to see the rest. Capelli puts United through. It is 4-2 on penalties. It is a poor performance. And we have to say that the lads have done well. They've proved a point in extra time. But what a way to throw it away. United to the FA Cup final. One more game to go. Manchester City in the Premier League. Final game of the day then. And given the Manchester United FA Cup tie, it becomes the most important. It's Chelsea v Man City. City still got their game in hand. So effectively, whoever wins today is in charge of the title race. If we win it, surely it's near enough job done. If we lose, Manchester City can win it. If it's a draw, we're probably just about the favourites still. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. It's Chelsea v City. The away side are favourites despite injuries, though a few of ours aren't back to fitness. And I don't really know what 11 to go for, so I've taken a bit of a punt. From the FA Cup tie, Angerin has come back in, as has Mendes. Aside from that, it's the same. And I just have to hope it's the right choice. Let's go and get into the third game of the day. The Premier League title decider. And for the third time in a row, we're playing a 4-2-3-1. Luiz is at centre-half, Diaby right wing, and Phil Foden still the number 10. Plenty of experience, plenty of players we know. And we've got to try and get through them. We're going to tell the lads to prove a point, most of them motivated. And we've already qualified for the Champions League, so that's a step up from last year. We've got a Europa League last four tie against Sevilla, and now can we do the job in the Premier League too? I'm a bit concerned because this has taken a similar pattern to the game at home to Arsenal where we dominated and then got caught on a sucker punch. It's Diaby on the right, delivers the ball and Kobe makes a very good save. It ricochets off 2 or 3 there. And despite dominating the stats, we've now got an injury as well. And it's a problem position. Rashford will come on, but to be honest, he's declining quicker than most and he's now one of the worst rated players at the club. As Phillips throws in for City down the line. It's not gone in play, is it? Vinagre picks it up. It was definitely over the line at some point. Abdallah picks it in the middle. Out to Rashford, the substitute. Can he prove me wrong now? Harper gets it wide to the left to Vinagre. Out to Gross. 2 to overlap him, but it's deflected away. It's back to the keeper. Very risky from City. That's about as fluid as you can get in footballing style. But to be fair, they've got it out pretty well. And now Foden finds Hello on the left wing. Chance to cut inside. And there's 2 or 3 round with him. But he's going all the way across the pitch. Not normally recommended, but he's done it well. Diaby to the overlapping Phillips. Chance to cross from the right, but back into Diaby. He cuts it in, but Harper nicks it. Angerin clears downfield. Gross picks it up. Beats the centre-half. He's now got 2 more to go past. Oh, goes alone. Long-range effort. Great chance on goal, but just over the bar. And now it's a City corner with Foden. Angerin gets it from the clearance, but Luiz wins it straight back. The pressure is so high up from City. There's 3 or 4 hounding every time they lose the ball. As Ernesto gets it, but Gross has done the same. And he's now one-on-one. Zdeněk Gross has put it wide. How many good chances is that man going to miss? It's still 0-0 with half an hour gone. And we really should be ahead by now. Kobe takes the goal kick to Abdallah. Now Al Jahani. Plays out from the back. Long ball to the left. Rashford's never getting there. It's Phillips cutting inside. The fullback finds Foden. Foden's got pressure on him. Gives it away to Al Jahani, and it's now up to Zenit Gross. He's got a man up on the right-hand side. Finds him. It's Mendes. Played brilliantly against United. What can he do here? Mendes is fouled. That's an awful tackle. Rashford keeps it alive though. Harper out to Vinagre. Delivers to Gross. And Zenit Gross heads in at the front post. Chelsea 1, City 0. And if it stays like this, surely we will be Premier League champions. Not much more to do other than hang on. There we go then. It's completely and thoroughly deserved. But City have still looked threatening in possession. So we're going to get the lads to prove a point. Keep them on their toes. As it stands, we're going 9 clear of City with 1 more played, 5 clear of United with 1 less played. As Mendes delivers the free kick, Gross at the back post, and surely that is the goal that wins us the Premier League title. Zenit Gross with his second. What a wonderful moment. What a wonderful season he's had, and what a wonderful season we've had. The FA Cup and Carabao Cup, 2 penalty disappointments. But let's be honest, otherwise we've been exceptional and we could still do a double here. Though let's not get too arrogant because City are on the attack and 1 goal scares us. Out to the left wing, overlapping fullback. Chance to cross, back to Mlas. Mlas is delivering but it's blocked. Into Segura and it is 3-2. And Segura overtakes Gross again. Brilliant header, brilliant finish. And it's 2-1 with an hour gone. We celebrated a little too soon. And now we've got another injury. Zenit Gross is off injured. It is absolutely terrible. Will Mila on up front. And he's got a chance to be a hero here, the Youth Academy prospect. As Phillips comes forward on the right for City. Into Ernesto. Back to Bobadilla. Over to the right hand side and Phillips there again. City have got numbers in the middle. Mas heads it against the bar. Mazzino flicks it clear. It's brilliant work. And now it's Vinagre with a throw in. Harper. Vinagre again. We've got to get a third here. Angerin. Back to Harper. Into Rashford. Oh, it was a great chance. Blocked to Harper. Now Mila. His shot's blocked. And it's cleared long downfield. And a City player's going to get there in Segura. But thankfully, he runs it out for a throw-in. Still just about holding on. Angerin picks the ball up in the middle. Long to the right towards Mendes. But intercepted. And Mas finds Bobadilla. And they play it out again. Hueck. Back inside. Long ball forward. Ernesto picks it up. And now Mas running at the fullback. Chance to cut inside and he's got the overlapping winger. Goes to Ribeiro instead though. He's to the byline and that is a stupid tackle. Vinagre has fouled him. What on earth was he doing? He was running out of play. And we're about to throw away the Premier League title. We were celebrating it just 15 minutes ago. Mas steps up. Mas scores. It's 2-2. And with 20 to go, you'd be surprised if City don't win this from here. Who do I take off? I think it's Yepes. He will be replaced by Antonio. Angerin will drop in. Pretty much the whole team looking anxious. I don't know what more we can do with that. Because they're throwing it away themselves. There's only so much a manager can do. We've got 10 more minutes remaining. A couple of the lads looking nervous. We're going to get them to show passion. What more can we get out of them? There's no reaction. And as it stands, this isn't a bad result. But from where we were, it's probably a sucker punch. And it will give City all the confidence in the world. When Mazzino's picked it up at right back. Do not get robbed in possession there. Finds Luis Antonio the sub. Brilliant turn of pace to get away from his man. To the edge of the box, unopposed. Into the box, Mila! Oh, what a save! And the rebound's deflected off his own defender. And it's behind for a corner kick. It was the slice of luck we probably needed, but didn't get. Mendes will deliver the in-swinging corner. It's going towards the front post. There's 5 or 6 men in there. Who's going to get there? Mila's up. Can't win the header. Angerin down for Mendes. Into Rashford. Back to Harper. No one gets the shot away. And Abdullah's robbed in possession. And now suddenly we're back at right back with a throw-in. 6 minutes added on. Harper finds Angerin. We're playing out from the back again. That has not changed. Angerin goes back. Al Jahani had a better game today. Finds Harper. Angerin again. In towards the centre circle. Al Jahani. Angerin, Mazzino, overlapping, finds Mendes, but the pass is too short, it's given away, and now he's out of position. Mas charging down the left wing for City. We can't lose it from here, surely. Segura's shot is wonderfully saved. DG Akobe, absolutely sublime, and he might have just kept us as title favourites there. 4.5 gone in stoppage time. Ernesto's corner. Oh, it's against the crossbar. Oh my words, I thought DG Akobe had saved it, but we weren't even that lucky. The final whistle goes, 2-2 is the score. 2 injuries which we've really got to worry about. Zenit Gross in particular, after looking like he'd won us the game. But Manchester City pegged us back. We stay 3 points clear in the title race, but that was not the ideal way to end. Zenit Gross is out for 6 weeks, he's done for the season. Ansu Fati out for 3 weeks, he's basically done for the season, but possibly a Europa League final. But that was an interesting 3 games. We've got a Europa League semi-final coming up, and the Premier League title race is still very much on, so we will be back for that next episode. Sevilla in the second leg, Liverpool at home in the Premier League, and I hope you can come and join me for it. If you enjoyed this one, please do put a thumbs up on it, subscribe down below for daily FM20 content, and turn that notification bell on for alerts and updates whenever an episode releases. Let me know in the comments what you thought of all that. A tale of 3 very different stories in 3 very different competitions. It's going down to the wire in the 2 that are remaining, and I hope you'll join me to find out how we get on. See you on Saturday the same time.